So I only have 16 days left until the Arnold Pro Bench Invitational. I've started to do more cardio in the morning. I was doing about 30 minutes a day, but I'm still fat. So I'm at 193. I need to drop down to 188 in the next 16 days, and then I'm going to drop the rest in water weight. I'm in the 181 weight class, so between 188 and 181, I can drop that in water pretty easily. So I've been, next week I'm going to up my cardio to an hour and see where I get doing that. I'm going to drop 1 day of training just to make sure I recover and don't overtrain and be really disciplined. I'd like to thank the guys up at the University of Alberta in Edmonton where I trained this weekend. I was really disciplined there, and Johnny Fung and Evan Dunn helped me out, so I'd like to thank those guys. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some of the things I do after I do my cardio. I get the old foam roller out and I work on my arch. So after I get warmed up, I get the foam roller under my back, and typically people are using the foam roller for rehab. I use it to get a bigger arch. The bigger the arch, the less range of motion I have to move the bar. So I get my glutes down, my feet flat, my shoulders back, and I'll just sit here for 10 or 15 minutes and just sort of hang out and stretch. Usually during competition, I'll get a glute strain or my back will cramp up. So this really stretches out my hip flexors and my quads, my psoas as well. And if I'm really feeling like I want to stretch out, I have a nice big PVC pipe. I can't even get close to touching my glutes and my shoulders at the same time, but I really wanted to increase my arch a little bit with that. This last week I also got a massage, worked on my chest and my triceps to make sure that I'm totally rehabbed and ready to go. And that's about it. I'm excited. My plane ticket's booked. My hotel room is booked. I got all my rehydration supplements ready to go right after I weigh in. And I got the lifters list and been scouting out the competition now. So I've never trained this hard or been this focused or intense about my training as I am for the Arnold Pro. So this is going to be one of my big meets coming up. I also wanted to mention a couple other things that I do after every heavy training session. Sunday nights or Monday, I'll always put ice packs on my shoulders and on my pecs regardless of whether they hurt or not. I want to make sure that they recover as quickly and as fast as possible. It doesn't matter how many supplements you take. Nothing works better than some nice ice packs on you. I also had a friend that was from Ukraine, and she brought me back this nice little spike belt. It sort of has a Chinese philosophy behind it. So if my back's ever hurting or if I'm ever cramping up from my training, sometimes when I'm benching, I tighten my back up so much that the next day my back hurts more than my pecs hurt. So I lay on this bed of spikes for about 10 minutes, and it gets a crazy rush of blood in there, crazy amount of endorphin release, and it really helps my back. And again, regardless of how I train, I always throw some Voltaren and some ice gel on my pecs and my shoulders before I go to bed, so that the next day when I wake up, when I'm doing arms on Monday, that my arms feel good and my chest doesn't take away from that. So that's a little bit of my rehab that I do Sunday night and Mondays. Thanks a lot.